Okay, Weiss, where the heck are we now? I told you totally suck as a navigation system.
출동 준비 완료.
What? This video is sponsored by Eniba.com, a fairly new online marketplace where you can get game keys and gift cards for PC, Xbox, PSN, Nintendo and much more. Check out the fantastic weekly deals with up to 70% off. Use the code Ikari during the registration to get another 3% off of every purchase, and have a fun time gaming. Hello everyone and welcome to Skyrim Mods and More episode 114. Do not be afraid, but we are going to change the core of our very existence right after the intro. So yes, there is a new race mod out, but it sure is something unusual. It's called Ungulate races. First of all, what the heck is an ungulate? Popular interweb site says it's members of a diverse clade of primarily large mammals with hooves. Basically, this mod includes 3 base races, which would be the cervids, deer-like creatures originating from Valenwood, equines, creatures who resemble regular horses and come from Hammerfell, and minotaurs, who are, well, minotaurs, a well-known mythical creature, half man and half bull. However, this mod also provides a very huge variety of customization features, like specially adjusted hairs, horns, face and body overlays, and with all that, it is actually possible to create way more humanoid animal-looking creatures, like for example zebras, unicorns, deer, goats, gazelle, antelope, giraffes, and much more. So it's actually a very fleshed out mod and sure gives you the means to create lots of new interesting and unique characters. The Minotaurs are probably my favorite ones, because Minotaurs, badass, right? Great for making beefy, tough-looking warrior characters. So while this mod sure is cool, at the same time it can also create some very weird scenes. Like for example, what the heck is going on here? This is just like, I don't know about you, but my brain kinda has difficulties processing something like this. It's like the Goofy and Pluto paradox. Yes, both are dogs. And also when you see something like this here, yeah, it's cool and all, but if you think about it, it's actually this, but hyper-realistic. So in other words, I am kinda worried that all this might lead to some horrible mods from a certain place that ends with a lab. But who am I kidding? It's not a possibility, it's already totally here! Here we go! Ungulate race Schlongs. This is a Schlongs of Skyrim and CBBE add-on, which obviously provides all the necessary parts to work with mods from you know where. Mighty Tellus, better get your Unsea juice ready, because this certainly is not for everyone. Fortunately, I don't even have to do much filming here, because the screens on the mod page already give a very good idea. Oh my god! Holy... Oh, okay, this is enough. No, seriously, it's too much. This right here, yeah, this is, no, this is bad. This is also bad, very bad. But okay, enough of weird races, now it's time for some real action. Remember Alice's? Well, guess what, they have been really active recently and created 2 more awesome skills. The first one is Hiken TsuBaMe-Gaeshi. It's a close combat skill consisting of 3 quick slashes. It also slows down time a bit to make it look more badass. It does not seem to work in first person for some reason, probably because of the animations. However, if done in third person, you can give your enemies a very nice flying lesson. And the second one is called Enstatite. It's a skill from Vindictus. This one is a bit similar to Aerogeum, create a bunch of swords and then send them forward. This one does work in first person, but yeah, that way you can see the interesting part anyway. What's really cool about that skill is that the swords also kinda protect you, slashing and staggering the enemy while they spin around and get into formation. That way you can also keep using regular attacks or cast some magic. So actually a very powerful ability. Next on schedule is the weapon and armor section. There is a cool weapon pack by Team TAL with BDO stuff in it, although while it is a weapon pack, it somehow is a bit one-sided. It only includes maces and shields. I guess Team TAL had a very blunt day. Get it? Blunt, because... no, not this one. Also, let's invite a follower over, since there are lots of new armors this time. This one goes by the name of Sybil and can be found in the Temple of the Bella in Markarth. Really unique follower actually, she comes with a couple of unique and very fitting to her backstory outfits. Cool magic effects around the body and also uses some unique ice-based spells in combat. Anyway, the armors. We shall start with the most important one, of course, Tess Arena Bikini. This is not just any bikini armor, this is the bikini armor, based on the cover of the very first Elder Scrolls game, and thus the very first and the lore-friendliest female Elder Scrolls armor ever. There is also an arena sword included in this mod, but it's just something we already know. The next one is DrSlumpX Milkmaid's outfit. Yeah, now here we go! Now we truly start with the proud contestants of the armor section. No comments necessary here. The next armor is a bit more armored. Imperial Centurion Battle Dress. Yeah, this is pretty much Wonder Woman. And this is good because I just watched the Snyder's Cut Justice League. Do you want to know why it is called the Snyder's Cut? Because they decided to cut off the sides and make it 4:3 aspect ratio. Whoever had this great idea. Anyway, there are 3 different texture types for this armor, and also a couple of fitting swords and shields. There is even a short quest to obtain it and a cool statue in Solitude. Don't know why the camera decided to freak out like that, it never happened before. Anyway, I placed the actual armors last as usual, so check out the Eastern Dwemer armor. Yeah, very cool reimagination of the Dwemer armor. The attention to detail reminds of those cool SO renders. Yeah, if only the actual game would look like that. Another really cool armor is the ancient Falmer one. That's just a replacer for the actual Falmer armor right now, but damn, it looks fantastic. It's actually based on Theron's armor from World of Warcraft. There is an experimental version with HDT physics too, but it didn't work right for me. Okay, before we move on to the quest mod section, let's take a quick look at those two accessories. Ave's Enchanted Ring and Saarthal Amulet. A replacer for the jewelry found during the Saarthal quest. They look really fancy, although you have to do some extreme zooming to see the details. So, you are probably wondering where the heck we have been earlier. We is me and GrimoireWeiss, by the way, and thanks to Weiss' lousy navigation skills, we took a few wrong turns and ended up in Vignettes. This is a really huge location mod, almost 8 gigs of space for the download alone. It can be visited through the picture in Farengar's quarters. And it brings a big amount of new locations of different size. Sometimes it's just like one tiny corner of a room, and sometimes a whole spaceship. All the rooms are connected by this large, museum-looking space. The whole purpose of this is just for screenshots. It does not have any practical use, and we obviously don't need to talk about lore friendliness. But it sure is fun to explore. Fortunately, we were able to find our way back to Skyrim in the end. And with this out of the way, let's take a look at a quest mod. The Gemstone Prophecy 3. Denouement? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Well, okay, makes sense. This is the third and last part of the Gemstone quest mod series. For those of you who are not familiar with those are book-driven quest mods. That means that instead of cutscenes where the characters would usually talk, you get to read a book about it. So it is essential you do read the books or you won't know what's happening or where to go next. There are no quest markers or anything like that. So this time around you are being summoned to the Blue Palace because the Gemstone Maidens need your help once again, and you have to find them across Skyrim one by one. The first one is at Thorn Dawnguard. Once you find 3 of them, with the help of the books of course, the final one will be waiting at an island, so you'll have to take a boat in Solitude. This is actually where the cool part starts, because this is a whole new world space with several locations. This is the village where the maidens are originally from, and apparently something really bad happened here. This is also what the 4th maiden will tell you once you meet her. So in this part of the trilogy you get to learn the origin of the prophecy and truth behind all that has happened and has been going on so far. So yeah, it is pretty much the same as in the previous 2 parts. You run around from book to book, there are some pretty huge custom dungeons, some of the locations do look really cool. This probably took longer to make than the previous 2. The books are still weird, the only other game I encountered something like this was the first Nier game. There was a whole part that took place in plain text. Other than that, it is quite good. And this is it for this episode. Links to all mods as always in the description below. Don't forget to enjoy the mods you like, and if you like gemstones, hit the like button and subscribe for more best new Skyrim mods. I thank you all for watching and see you around.